Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of Sunday, the 2nd of April, 2017. The original date was 17th of March, 1982. The title is The Special Blessing of the Confluence Age, May You Be Immortal. The Special Blessing of the Confluence Age, May You Be Immortal. Today, Bap Dada is seeing the souls of the every cycle who have all rights. He is pleased to see those who have claimed all rights to an elevated fortune. Today, Bap and Dada, on seeing the souls with all rights, were having a heart-to-heart conversation and smiling. Father Brahma said, "Your vision has fallen on such souls for whom it is impossible for people of the world to think that such souls can become elevated. Bap Dada has made souls who appear to be very ordinary in the eyes of the world the light of his eyes. He has made souls in whom there was absolutely no hope into the most elevated souls in front of the world. Therefore, Bap Dada was seeing the Mahavir souls, the souls with all weapons in his army, and was noticing which souls were on the battlefield in the Pandav army of the Almighty Authority. What did he see of the Almighty Authority, that is, Sarv Shaktiman? What did he see? It is such a wonderful army. In terms of a worldly education, you seem illiterate, whereas in the Pandav army, you receive the title knowledgeful. All of you are knowledgeful, are you not? It may be difficult to move with your body or to get up, but in terms of being a member of the Pandav army, you can reach the supreme abode in a second and come back here again. Those people simply hoist their flag on the Himalayas, but the Shiv Shakti Pandav army has hoisted its flag in all three worlds. You are so innocent and yet so clever that you have made the unique father belong to you. So, Bap Dada was smiling as he looked at this army. Whether in this land or in foreign lands, it is only ordinary souls who become true Brahmins. Those who are at present considered to be VIPs are in everyone's vision, but who is in the Father's vision? Those famous people are remembered and accepted by the iron-aged souls because of their selfish motives. Their praise is short-lived, iron-aged praise. One moment they are praised, and the next moment they are not praised. However, the praise of you Pandavas and Shaktis of the confluence-aged Pandav army lasts throughout the whole cycle, because any praise spoken through the mouth of the Eternal Father becomes imperishable. Therefore, you should have so much intoxication. In today's world, if a well-known elevated soul who is accepted as a guru says something to someone, then that person would accept it as the truth because he was told it by the guru and would therefore stay in that intoxication. His intoxication is on the basis of faith. In the same way, think about who is praising you. Who is saying, elevated souls? Therefore, you should all have so much intoxication. Whether you call him the bestower of blessings, the lawmaker, or the bestower of fortune, you elevated souls have received so many titles from the Father. No matter how many big worldly titles someone has, all of those innumerable titles are nothing when compared to even one title of you elevated souls. Do you have such happiness? What is the special blessing of the confluence age? the blessing of being made immortal by the immortal Father. It is only at the confluence age that you receive the blessings of becoming immortal, that is, of becoming Amar Bhav. Do you constantly remember this blessing? You have intoxication, happiness, and remembrance, but have you become blessed with the blessing of being immortal? This is a speciality of this age. Do you use this speciality? If you don't claim this blessing now, you can never receive it. Therefore, know the speciality of this time and constantly check whether you have been blessed with the blessing of being immortal. Whether you call it immortal or eternal, that is Amar in Hindi, you especially have to underline this one special word over and over again. What can be said if the children of the Father, the Lord of immortality, do not claim their right to the blessing of being immortal? Is there any need to say this? Therefore, having come to Madhuban, the land of blessings, may you remain constantly blessed. Acha, to the jewels of light who are constantly merged in Bap Dada's eyes, to the bestowers of blessings who have received blessings from the bestower of blessings, to those who are the images of elevated fortune, to those who have become sparkling stars to enlighten the world, to the Shiv Shakti Pandav army of the confluence age, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bap Dada was then meeting Didi-ji. You are a spinner of the discus, and together with that, you have become a traveler. Do you go around on a double tour, physically as well as with the intellect? Those who constantly spin the discus see everyone with a vision of blessings and fill their aprons with blessings through their words, deeds, and vision. So, at the present time, are you lawmakers, the children of the lawmaker, or are you the images of blessings, the children of the Father, the bestower of blessings? Which part do you play more, that of a great donor or of a bestower of blessings? Are you playing both parts or just a specific one out of the two? Which part is the last part, that of a lawmaker or of a bestower of blessings, that of a lawmaker or a bestower of blessings? It is easy to receive blessings, but the one who is giving blessings has to be stable in the stage of having received all attainments. For the recipient, a blessing is a golden lottery, because the souls who are to come in the final period will only be souls who are totally weak. There will be much less time, but many weak souls. This is why they won't even have the courage to take anything. For instance, when people have a weak heart, no matter how beautiful something you offer them may be, they won't be able to take it. They do understand that that is a very good thing, but they still won't be able to take it. All the souls of the final period will be weak in every way. Therefore, you will play the part of a bestower of blessings a lot more. Only souls who have become complete themselves will be able to become bestowers of blessings for others. To become complete is the stage of a bestower of blessings. If you lack something yourself, then, although you see others, your attention will go to yourself and you will take time to make yourself complete. This is why it is only when you have made yourself full of all attainments that you can become a bestower of blessings. Acha, Bap Dada was then meeting the groups. The long line of fortune for 21 birds for all true Brahmins. You are so fortunate that you are having a picnic with God. Did you ever think that a day would come when you would eat, play, and laugh with God in the corporeal form? You would never have even dreamt this, but you have such great fortune that you are now experiencing this in the corporeal form. Point number 1. Your line of fortune is so elevated because you are full of all attainments. Someone who reads fortunes would say, this one has children and wealth in his life. However, that life is a short life, and some things will be fulfilled and others not, whereas your line of fortune is so long. It is a line of fortune full of all attainments for 21 birds. You have a guarantee for 21 birds, and even after that, you won't experience that much sorrow. For 3/4 of the cycle, you will have happiness. Even in this last birth, you are not in the list of those who experience extreme sorrow. Therefore, you are those who have such elevated fortune. Constantly remain happy seeing this elevated fortune of yours. Point number 2. The way to receive love from the ocean of love is to remain detached. Some children complain that they stay in remembrance, but they don't receive the Father's love. If they do not receive love, there must definitely be something lacking in the way they receive love. The Father is the ocean of love, and it is therefore impossible that those who have yoga with Him should remain deprived of love. However, the way to receive love is to remain detached. Until you become detached from bodies and bodily relations, you cannot receive love. This is why there must not be any attachment to anyone. If there is attachment, it must only be with the Father with whom you have all relationships. Don't just say it, but experience, mine is the one Father and none other. Eat, drink, and go to sleep, but do it with love for the Father. That is, become detached. When you had attachment to bodily beings, there were only attainments of sorrow and peacelessness. Since you have now heard, tasted, and seen everything, how can you take that poison again? So, remain constantly detached and loving to the Father. Point number 3. The way to be freed from laboring is to finish the consciousness of mind. Bap Dada has come to free all the children from laboring. You have labored a great deal for half the cycle. Now, all laboring has finished. The easy way to do this is simply to remember one expression, my Baba. There is no labor in saying, my Baba. When you say, my Baba, then all the mine that causes you sorrow will finish. When you have the consciousness of mine for many, then there is difficulty. When mine is only one, everything then becomes easy. Just keep saying, Baba, Baba, and you will go to the golden age. Now finish the long list of mine, such as my grandchild, my great-grandchild, my home, my daughter-in-law. Forget the many and remember the one Father, and you will be freed from having to labor and will continue to swing comfortably in the swing of happiness. Stay constantly comfortable in remembrance of the Father. Acha. Then Baba spoke to the double foreigners. This is a good group. When Bap Dada sees you double foreigners, he remembers one of his titles. Which title is that? World Benefactor. Before you came, Bap Dada was just the benefactor of Bharat. Since you have come, Bap Dada became the world benefactor. Therefore, whose wonder is it? It is the wonder of you, is it not? You are also making very good effort. Your backbone, that is Dadi Janki, in the corporeal form is very clever. She doesn't allow you to sit still anywhere. Her desire that not a single corner should be left out is very good. Being free from obstacles in service is the success of service. Before you begin any form of service in this land or abroad, Bap Dada always says, first of all, let there be one direction, one strength, one faith, and unity with your companions in service and in the atmosphere. Just as you break a coconut and cut a ribbon when you have an inauguration, so too, first cut the ribbon of these four things and then break the coconut of everyone's contentment and satisfaction. Pour that coconut milk on the land. Whatever land and whatever task there is, first pour coconut milk on that and you will see how much success there is. Otherwise, there will definitely be one obstacle or other. All of you do service, but it is those who do service free from obstacles who are noted in Bap Dada's register. Bap Dada has a list of such servers. However, that is a very short list at present. It is not a long list. You have a long list of those who give lectures. Bap Dada calls someone a lecturer when that one first gives an experience and then gives a lecture. Nowadays, girls and boys in schools and colleges also give very good lectures. They too are uploaded a lot. However, the list that Bap Dada keeps is of those who remain free from obstacles whilst making everyone fully content and satisfied. This is why you didn't raise your hands for the rosary. In the service that the double foreigners do, there aren't that many obstacles amongst you. However, there are a few obstacles in your minds, but the majority are fine. The thoughts in your mind and the stage of the mind are unshakable and immovable. Did you hear? You double foreigners are serving very well. Congratulations for the expansion. Acha. Then followed a question and answer from Avyak Bap Dada. Question. What should we do if, whilst moving along, we come to a standstill? What is the reason for coming to a standstill? Answer. Many types of test paper come in front of you. If you don't have the power to face a particular paper, you come to a standstill in your efforts. At such a time, it is essential to take help from others. When a car's battery becomes so weak that the car won't start by itself, you have to get help from others to push the car. Similarly, you should take a little cooperation from whichever soul you have faith in and from whom you feel that you can receive some help to move forward. First of all, tell them everything clearly about yourself, and then when you receive their cooperation, you will be able to move along. What happens is that when you reach such a stage, you don't have the courage to take help directly from the Father. Therefore, by taking a little help from corporeal beings, you will receive help to take help from the Father directly. Acha. Blessing. May you be an easy yogi who remains constantly happy and who distributes happiness with the awareness of your fortune and the bestower of fortune. Again, May you be an easy yogi who remains constantly happy and who distributes happiness with the awareness of your fortune and the bestower of fortune. The confluence age is the age of happiness, the age of pleasure. Therefore, remain constantly happy and distribute happiness. Always remember your fortune and the bestower of fortune. Having found the Father, you have found everything. This awareness will make you an easy yogi. People of the world say you cannot find God without some hardship, whereas you say that you have found the Father while sitting at home. You found what you never even dreamt of. You found the ocean of happiness. Maintain this happiness. This is easy yoga. Slogan: those who carry out every task with cleanliness and in the right way are true Brahmins. Those who carry out every task with cleanliness and in the right way are true Brahmins. Om Shanti.